always said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollard with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Panthers offense will go on the attack first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And the Panthers want to pick up the tempo.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They'll run play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Touchdown, Canes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Goff. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They go to the ground. Finds a little space. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Pitt pushing the pace. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. Finds the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in on the left. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. It's Reed. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Reed. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Looking to scramble. Powers through the defender. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Sends it back in motion. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out. It's Marion. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Fires to the big fella. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. To the air. It's Beck. Here's the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
But for For this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bringing the heat. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. He stopped short of the sticks. They tried to pick it up with the screen, but they'll be facing a 4th down. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The give to Davis. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
To the air, it's Holstein. Working that left side now. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Panthers, now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Off play action. Got his man on the right. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They'll send the tight end in motion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fires complete on the crosser. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They just keep firing. He makes it grab. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Trying to barge their way in. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They took it 71 yards down the field. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Marion. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Catch in the middle. It's Bauman. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Got a man. It's Daniels. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They've got the screen set up. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Fletcher. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Canes have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turf. Running into the open space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Oh, will they dial up on second and a long way to go. Looking for room. It's Fletcher. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. To the air, it's Beck. Makes the catch. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line, well within field goal range, but let's see what they do on this fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
With the catch, it's Reed. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Quickly out to the tight end. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Hit right back to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying play action. That's caught. It's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Complete to the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They're going to run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Finds his tight end. At midfield, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft.
Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They'll give it to him again. Oh, what a move to get room. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. And the Canes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Now on the counter. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. The play-action fake. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Pitt pushing the pace. Dropping back, it's Holstein. That's reeled in, it's Williams. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Gets away. The throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Daniels. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Daniels. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to scramble. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from the senior. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Dead center perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Pitt right back to the line.
3rd down coming up.
Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Works the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch in the middle, it's Bauman. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. And the Hurricanes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The run to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Tight end now in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Reed. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. On the run, it's Fletcher. Got enough for the first. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. A little screen to the running back. Breaks into the open. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Canes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Got it! Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the 3rd quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. Pressure coming. And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And that's the thing with about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Panthers want to crank the tempo. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Buys a little extra time. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. And this one is perfect. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown, and they forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. And they just got to make more plays.
Got his man quickly. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Daniels. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Bauman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bauman. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Beck. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to sneak it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the 1st down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. And the returner will be brought down. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. There's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. On target over the middle. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Panthers headed quickly to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There he goes. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's a 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. RPO complete to open the drive. And he's brought down after a nice gain. First down, 10 yards to go. They'll give it to the back. Plows through the defense. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Looking downfield on 1st down. On target. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Under fire. Pulls it in, it's Brown. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Canes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. He's got it on the run. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. An 84-yard drive there, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Pitt pushing the pace.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Quarterback on the keeper. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick release on the RPO. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. And the Panthers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To throw, it's Holstein. Finds his man. It's Williams. Offense lining up quickly. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The RPO fire complete to the left. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. 3rd and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Pitt. Extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Looking for room, it's Fletcher. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. It's complete to the left. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The sure hands, it's Daniels. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Hurricanes are on the move. To the ground with the back. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. He's up to 113 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Here comes the heat. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's Beck. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Davis. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Panthers in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Pitt will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The RPO, it's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Right on the money. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Dude, let's go. I'm going to say this game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance, offense, to go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Got his man in the middle, and they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. It's a draw. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Might as well stick with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? And the Canes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Beck. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. It's Daniels. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lyle. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. And the Hurricanes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. complete to the right. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit. Just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
He'll pull it on the read. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Rushes on him. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
The Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Beck. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. The give from the gun. He stopped right at the 15-yard line. Needed a little bit more to move the chains. Chip shot field goal from here, but will they go for it on fourth down? And he uses the old bank shot to knock it off the left upright and get it through somehow. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Going right to work up top. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Safe completion on the screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains.
Obviously, they fail on that fourth down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've had this drive absolutely gift-wrapped. How often do you start with a first and goal? Barges ahead. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Got it back on second and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll keep it himself. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Coming out with it, it's Goff. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Working that left side. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Davis. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. To the air on second down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Going the other way, and he's got... Touchdown, Hurricane! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Williams. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking to fire. He finds a dead spot in the middle. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Finds his man. It's Williams. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They'll immediately call timeout.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down coming up.
It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship right.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.